Hi again, everybody. This is Patrick from the 8-Track Tape Store, and what we're going to work on now is opening tabs that actually don't have any carts that don't have any tabs at all. These are older cartridges, which are actually sealed along the seams here and here, with some glue points in them. And so what you have to do is figure out a way to break these seams open, hopefully in a straight line that follows the path of the two sides of the cart. So that's usually done pretty easily. And I remember when I was first learning to open these cartridges, I hated them because they are kind of a pain. But I've learned that once you're inside, the way they're built inside is fantastic, and I actually love working on them because they're easy to service. But you do have to open them, and the way I do that is use my favorite tool. This is my needle nose pliers, and I'm just going to, in each corner here at the top, apply outward pressure, and I'm going to try to split the side open that way. I find it easier on these cartridges to start with the corner away from the pinch roller. So that's what I'm going to do. I normally put this between my knees, but let's see if I can just do it in front of the camera here. Going to do it like that. And there it opened, and you can see there's a nice clean break along there. Now that did take some force. It's hard to ruin these carts with the method I just used, but it's what will happen from time to time. If you apply too much force, you're going to create a split or an errant separation that might go one way or the other. So you don't want to apply too much force. Anyway, once this side is done, I turn towards the pinch roller side, and I am going to put this between my knees, because if I do what I just did and this thing splits apart suddenly like it just did, then all the contents can spill out. So we want to maintain control over the cart. I'm going to slide back, and well, that's not really in the picture, is it? So let me take a chance here. So I will do it this way. We will split it open, and there we go. The pinch roller just jumped out and ran on the floor, but the rest of the cartridge remained open. Often this will split into two pieces cleanly. What's happened here is you can see some of the label overlaps the two sides of the tape cartridge, which is great. I mean, we don't want to split it if we don't have to. So what we do when this happens is lean it against a prop, and then we can work on it that way inside. Once we're done working on it, let me go grab the pinch roller. It's on the floor. Once we're done servicing this, working on it, we will, route it the way it was routed originally. The tape on this end here gets looped, of course, underneath these two little outer channels. This gets looped around the posts. That just gives extra tension, an extra loop, basically, if you need to use it to correct tension. So it's nice to have that extra bit of tape by looping it around. But anyway, the way you close this, we're going to re-glue, and I use this super gel glue. I'm not going to do it now because I actually want to work on this tape, but what we would do is apply just a dot. So it's going to be a dot of glue in this corner, in this corner, in this corner, in this corner. Everybody does that, and I've seen it recommended only doing that, but we also add a dot here and a dot here. So we'll have 6 dots of glue, and then you just close it like that. It's very easy. And as the glue's drying, you can put a weight on it. Now, if you don't have the gel glue at home, not a lot of people would necessarily have super glue gel. You can use the regular glue. It's just going to, the regular super glue, it's just going to run a little bit. You'll see a little stream kind of running down here. Don't use much. And if you do see it starting to come out of the tape, just take a paper towel and wipe that off, and it'll look a little cleaner that way. So I mentioned that you can apply too much force to these cartridges to open them. So the one I just opened was nice. It split very nicely along both seams, and that will happen about half of the time. The other half of the time, when you use the method I showed, it's going to start to open, and then it's just going to kind of hang up, and you'll get a feel for it after you've done it a few times about what's too much force and what's not. But when it does hang up, it'll usually be right around here or in the middle. What you're going to do is just use a razor blade. So this is a razor blade here, and you're just going to drop it in the crack there and just sort of move it along. Kind of like that. And so that'll help re-crack it open. And you'll do the same thing on the other side if that catches. Like I said, about half the time you're going to have to go to a razor blade there to assure kind of an even split. So hope you enjoyed this video. This is Patrick from the 8TrackTapeStore.com.